Up movie review. So this is another one of my old reviews from the old weblog. This movie, even when it came out, it took me a while to get around to seeing it. I was initially reluctant to see it because it was a kid's movie and I was an adult. But it got so much praise. I mean, all the critics were saying so many wonderful things about it. They were saying it's not actually a kid's movie, there's a lot of adult emotions in here, blah, 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 blah. So I finally got around to seeing it, and I think this movie was a little bit overpraised. It's not an adult movie. It is totally a kid's movie. It's probably one of the better kids movies out there. Imaginative and fun. But it's for kids, it's not for grown-ups, and the viewers should be fully aware of this before going in. I think maybe this movie was a victim of high expectations. So the charm of these Pixar movies is usually you go in expecting a stupid kids movie, and then you're pleasantly surprised by how intelligent it is. When these movies get overpraised, when everybody says, oh, what a wonderful adult movie this is, and then you go into it expecting a wonderful adult movie, and then you're like, oh, it's a kid's movie. And it is a kid's movie. Ed Asner, though, is perfect as the grumpy old man. And he had a couple grumpy old man one-liners in the movie that really caused me to laugh out loud. And those one or two times pretty much made the movie for me. Even though the rest of the movie was kind of a goofy, childish, lowbrow humor. But this image of the grumpy old man trudging on through the wilderness, refusing to be impressed by the talking dogs and the giant birds, that was enough to justify the whole movie for me. And no doubt it also helps that this movie is short at only an hour and a half. Also, it's been pointed out to me by other people, and I guess in retrospect I kind of agree with this, that the opening prologue to Up was really almost a whole movie in itself. I mean, it wasn't in the sense that it wasn't long enough, but it was a little complete mini story in itself. And that was where all the adult themes came from, or the heavy emotional stuff. And then the rest of the movie after that, there was maybe a bit of a tonal disconnect between the setup at the beginning and the way the rest of the movie went. And perhaps that accounts for some of the mismatch between what the critics were saying about this movie initially. All in all, I didn't hate it, and like I said before, there were a few good laughs in it, and that seemed to justify the movie for me.